right, we're going to learn about how to find the volume of rectangular prisms, which rectangular prisms is just another fancy name for a box. And volume is basically how much space can you fill inside the box. And it is a 3D shape, three-dimensional. So when you write down your units for volume, it's always units to the third power because it's three-dimensional, right? Now, in science, I know you guys have learned how to find volume of shapes like these boxes. It's length times width times height. But if you look at your math chart, the formula for volume is big B times height. Now, that big B actually stands for the area of the base, right? So if you can find the area, which is the bottom of your box, the area of the bottom, and if you multiply it by the height, you can find the volume. Which, if you think about it, to find the area of the bottom of the box, which here I'm going to go ahead and shade, the bottom of this box, you can see is a rectangle, right? So if we had to find the area of the base here, we would do length times width because it's a rectangle. And so the area of the base is really the same thing as length times width, right? So that's why the formula length times width times height also works. But on your formula chart, on your math chart, it's big B times height. But you need to know that big B is the area of the base, and the area of the base is just length times width. So here, the area of this base would be 3 times 10, which is 30, right? And then you can multiply by the height. Same thing here, the area of this is a cube because all the sides are the same, but the area of the base would be, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight the base for you. This is your base, and your base is actually a square, right? The bottom of your cube is a square, and the area of that square would be 5 times 5, which is length times width, 5 times 5, and so you find the area of the base, and then you can multiply by the height. Right? So that's what that big B stands for. It's the same thing as length times width because to find the area of the base of a rectangular prism, it's length times width on the bottom. Okay? So let's solve each one. All right, so to find this volume, we'd find the area of the base, which is length times width. So the volume here would be 3 times 10, that's the area of the base, and then times the height of the box, which is 3, right? So I plugged in everything. Length times width is 30, so the area of the base is 30. And then if we multiply the area of the base times the height, which is 3, we get that the volume is 90 centimeters cubed. It has to be centimeters cubed because you did centimeters times centimeters times centimeters. So centimeters to the third power, okay? All right, same thing with this one. Okay, so volume equals the area of the base times the height. Well, the area of the base is 5 times 5, and the height is 5 also, so times 5, all right? So 5 times 5 is 25, so that's the area of the base, and then times the height. 25 times 5 is 125 centimeters cubed. So that's how easy finding the volume of rectangular prisms is. It's basically the area of the bottom, which you can do by multiplying length times width, the area of the base, and then multiply it by the height.